Like, I think we'll see a lot of like combinations with this hero coming out just because of that shard, which previously, it wasn't as you weren't like guaranteed to get a multi-man black hole, but now if you have anything that can get them close enough to the black hole, they'll just get pulled in constantly to the center. So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Do you know what the AoE is on it?
1200.
Okay. Rip.
It is quite far.
Take me back to Flux, man. When we get Flux in this game, you don't know. You're not Han Trash. God damn it.
No, when you say Flux, I think of the Arc Warden ability.
Okay. Hero from Han named Flux. His ult was a global force staff, essentially. Either pull or push with his hero as the center of it. So like wherever you were on the map in relevance to his hero, you get force staffed either away or closer. And you would just like black hole and then like flux everyone to the center of the black hole. It was some good stuff. Loved it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well. So what you mean to say it is the diva path from the 6 paths of pain in Naruto? No? All right.
I don't know.
Took a swing.
I don't know. I knew one word there, and that was Naruto. I did not get the rest of them.
Well, it was worth a shot. He is the... You know what? I'm not even going to go into it.
It's fine. Don't even sweat it.
That's fine. Naruto fans in the chat will know what I'm talking about. Shout out to the pain arc.
They'll get it. They'll get it.
They'll get it.
I know what tuning exams are. That's as far as I got on that show, man.
Yeah. The dead silence was incredibly impressive and hurtful, by the way, Ricky.
If only you could have seen my face. So it's all right. You'll see it. You'll see it eventually. I'm sure it'll get clipped.
Yep. Bat Rider banned out here on Team Brazil. I guess they're just worried about even the save potential from that one is pretty good. You saw the Agnum Shard change to Bat Rider, right?
Yeah, it's really weird. Allied Force or Allied Lasso with a drastically reduced cooldown.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be pretty good. You grab your ally, you're reducing the damage by 80%. You're pulling them to safety.
It's the thing is like, do you want to rely on your Bat Rider to do that when you could just like pick a Venge and not have to invest 1,400 gold onto who is supposed to be your initiator, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
unless you're playing like a 5 Bat Rider.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing with that one, though. You grab the Bat Rider. It's
10 seconds remain.
It's another tool in your kit, and that's why Earth Spirit is incredibly broken. He can do so many different things.
That's true.
So like the pole, I mean, it's a great silence. It's used for damage. When you used it before, that pole, you can pull your allies, and it's essentially adding another tool into your kit for a little bit of gold. 1,400 isn't exactly crazy, and that's why the Phantom Lancer Aghanim Shard is so good. It's one third of the cost of the previous eggs, and it does the exact same thing with the Spirit Lance bounces.
It only bounces once, where previously it bounced to everything in range, which is what made it so good. And you just spawned illusions constantly. But it's still like, it's a... Oh, my boy. That's a mid. This has got to be a mid Underlord, right? No, it's going to be KXY. So Whisper's going to be taking the Underlord. They'll take Stinger on the Enigma.
Interesting.
Okay. I like this pick a lot because it's into the Spectre, which is already a good lane. And you now have amazing wave clear to deal with this Nature's Prophet, which they were definitely lacking.
Mm-hmm. They need some catch for King RD. I mean, Invoker, Enigma, Underlord, all able to deal with King RD on this Nature's Prophet. Now, I'm interested in seeing how good this Underlord is. I said you wanted to see it as a mid. I wanted to see it as like a position 2, maybe eating up a little bit more farm on the map.
I think he is position 2. He can be played as a position 2 like more frequently now, but he is still primarily a 3. Just because he's so good at denying the enemy offlaner farm, and that's what makes this hero so strong. Like, you just slow down the core of the enemy team so much, and then you just take over the map, and they can't ever push into you. But like I said, I think he has a lot more potential in the mid lane now, and he has a bunch of different builds you can go. Because when I played him last night, I took him mid, and I was just like, I care about nothing now. This is great.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to seeing how this one goes. I mean, you've ranted and raved about it. It better not disappoint here, Ricky.
Nah, hopefully not. I don't want egg on my face. But we have King RD on Nature's Prophet. Now, this Nature's Prophet had a very interesting update to its shard. I'm not sure if you saw that. You can't Quelling Blade through anymore.
You can't Quelling Blade through the trees. Does it just respawn the tree instantly, or does the Quelling Blade not work?
As soon as you chop it down, it spawns a Mega Treant.
Oh.
So it's worse. It's like if you chop down the tree, you're gonna get slapped by like a 1400 health treant.
So you could chop down the tree and phase boots through, though.
You could phase boots through it, yes.
Let's see. Let me read this from my reading glasses.
Yeah.
First two trees destroyed will summon the greater treants. Can only have 2. All right, so you can destroy your own trees with Nature's Call and summon 2 additional Mega Treants as well.
Yep.
Okay, now that's kind of neat.
It's really good because I'm not sure how much, like if you remember how strong those things are. They have 3 times the stats of the regular trees, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, that's a lot. It's like almost 100 damage and like over 1600 health.
Yeah, they are pretty crazy. I was doing some experiments with those and Clinks when they reworked Death Pact again.
Oh, that'd been fun.
It wasn't. It's interesting learning these mechanics, but you don't use them often enough in games for them to actually be useful outside of very niche situations. Much like the psychic headband looks worthless a lot of the time. This game, though, we'll see how it goes. Magnus, he ends up putting the first point in the skewer. I think he tried to skewer somebody up into the cliff and ended up missing it.
That is unlucky. Or was he skewering to cut down trees somewhere? I have no idea. All right, I'm excited to watch the Whisper Underlord. He is going to go for the Soul Ring, interesting enough. Now, skewer down to the low ground. I don't know what
his end game is.
No, what the point is here. I guess some harassment from Costa Bile. But Underlord is just going to walk to his tower and get plenty of regen. All right, I mean, he takes a decent chunk of damage. That was more than I thought he would.
Yep. Oh, it's interesting how they've reworked Nature's Prophet, Wrath of Nature, and Scepter as well. The give it an entangle, but reduce the damage a little bit. I say an entangle comes with the Scepter, but the rest of the ability they reduce the damage. I'm not sure it's worth getting the Aghanim Scepter and Nature's Prophet though. So overall, I'd call it a nerf.
Yeah, the Ags is not as good, but I definitely think the Sprout like Aghanim Shard is definitely like value worth picking up almost every game now because you're gonna have the farm for it, and it just makes it that much more difficult for teams to de-push against you. You know, if you just send those Mega Treants or the Greater Treants, I think is what they're called, yeah, Greater Treants down the lane. Yeah, they're very strong.
Yeah, assuming it's a much harder to deal with the Nature's Prophet Sprout. I mean, you could just start maxing out that ability. Well, you probably would max, but first point into it is definitely more value. Everybody tends to carry the Quelling Blade against their Nature's Prophet, even into the late game, just in order to deal with that Sprout.
So KXY on the Invoker versus 40R mid lane on the Void Spirit. Now we've seen these matchups over and over and over in this tournament, and I think every time we see the Void Spirit win the first 2 lanes, and then it kind of tilt back to the Invoker, right? Because you end up just winning that war of attrition with all those extra points in Quas, right?
Yeah. Again, you're not able. None of your harass actually sticks onto the Invoker when you have all these points in Quas, right? That's the logic behind it.
All right, he's going to force it to Assimilate, it looks like. Oh, he just dodges it and does a ton of damage instead. His Courier? Oh, that's a big one. He does get his bottle, however.
Yeah, I mean, that was just unfortunate timing there. 40R definitely made the correct play walking into him and using the Resonant Pulse rather than Dissimulate. But his Courier delivering that bottle at the exact same time. Not great.
Yeah, if that was like a completed null tally like Mango Salve, his lane would be a disaster. But at least it was a bottle, so he's going to be able to get a lot of the regen still out of this and kind of sustain the lane for the time being. A lot of fighting in these side lanes. Schofield doesn't have much left. I mean, he goes this level on Disruption. KJ just running down these two. He gets the skewer. Oh! KJ, you don't want to be stuck up there too, brother. And this is just going to be first blood, you know. Oh. No, it doesn't work that way.
Nice try.
That is really bad because not only does he give first blood to this offlane Underlord, but you now give him 34 bonus damage to work with for 30 seconds. So he's going to be able to deny out a ton of these creeps and get tons of last hits. I guess with the positioning on the lane, it's not going to be as strong. Like normally if you're playing really aggressive on the lane, you can put in some, really annoying damage with this bonus, but
yeah. It also kind of sucks that he brought back down to the low ground with that shockwave there. He would have been at the very least forced to use that TP, which would have cost not only the 90 gold for using the Town Portal Skull eventually, but the extra mana.
And put it on cooldown. So if he happened to go down, it's a big deal.
Yeah. Ended up helping him quite a bit there. Middle lane.
I think KJ immediately panicked is what was going on there. He's like, shockwave.
Yeah, it is hard to react to situations like that. You're not sure what's going on.
Illusion.
Nice rotation from KJ there, taking the illusion rune. Obviously, they'd want to give this to 40R, who is struggling, obviously, because his courier has been dead for a while. Finally gets himself Mango Salve. That null tally completed recipe as well. Ooh, Invoker. Invoker? That's not Invoker. That's Enigma. Just dying in the jungle to Thelacor on the Phoenix. He has those 2 points in the Fire Spirits.
No. Whisper's actually taking some pretty heavy harass here. KJ, I think he's the ability to bring him down. One more dagger would do the trick if Costa Bile decided to continue to chase, but
Thelacor is super dead here. Just pop him. You got 5 stacks. Why are you messing around here? All right.
The S God likes playing with his food.
He does. That's true. All right, so 5-minute bounty runes. They are going to be able to be in position top lane here on the Magnus for it, and I don't think Whisper feels safe enough contesting the other one. Dude, where have these Magaloos are just from the rune? He just had them running at Whisper the whole time. That's so annoying.
KXY is just going to go down here in the mid lane.
Ooh, is that just
King RD blocking him with the trance.
Wow, there you go. Nice call. Jerry missing a kill, but it's all right. He's granted 1.
He's granted 1 per day, and then we take the free banana that he gets away from him.
I didn't know he was getting bananas.
Well, we don't pay him, obviously, but we give him a single banana for lunch.
Okay, that's
good.
good.
If Jerry misses another kill, he's not going to get that, though.
Ooh, Thelacor is going to find Ursa's courier. That is unfortunate. Bottom lane. He was looking for the Enigma, but I guess he'll take that. Bottom lane, King RD sprouts himself up, but Tomato will slap him down. Level 6 now on the Ursa. I mean, he's having a great start to this game. He's basically been left alone because Enigma's jungling, and they didn't really shove him out of lane.
It's difficult to deal with him just by yourself now on any of these heroes, so... Going for these power treads. His courier is currently dead, so not able to send himself out or get any extra mana regen, but yeah, he's having the time of his life down here in the bottom lane. Now they're reacting multiple heroes here, but I feel as if it's too late.
Yeah, I mean, King RD spent a lot of time down here, but he did TP mid lane once, and Thelacor has just been kind of zoning out the Phoenix, so when he's not here on the Phoenix, it's just Ursa versus the Nature's Prophet, and somehow Ursa has done really well. I really expected King RD to come out ahead in this lane, but these 4 points in the Earth Shock is just his new build.
Yeah, I mean, they buffed it up quite a bit, reduced the mana cost and whatnot yet again, and the trance they weakened at the earlier levels. They've got less movement speed now. They scale. So before they started at 325, just like lane creeps, but now they go 300, 320, 340, 360.
Wait, what is this?
The trance protector, or sorry, the trance movement speed here from the Nature's Prophet. They scale at 40 per level.
Wow, it's just not on the tooltip though.
20 per level. Yeah, definitely not on the tooltip. We talked about this yesterday before we got patch note updates below the abilities when they were changed around. But Gaben giveth, Gaben taketh away, as they say.
Yeah, unfortunate. Oh wow, he does end up just going down on King RD. Did KXY even do anything? I guess he hit Cold Snap. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yep.
Well,
none
KXY
of
did most of the damage.
looks like. Oh, yeah, it was cold snap. It just doesn't count as a stun here. It was a tornado setting up the kill, allowing him to gap the distance with that earth shock, right?
Yep. And with the super low cooldown, 8-second cooldown, it's a 40% slow for 4 seconds, 225 damage. Like this is a good nuke. When they first reworked Earthshock into its current form, oh my God, Schofield finds a haste throw and he's just gonna juke out these boys in the river. I remember how broken this ability was right away. King RD bottom lane again. He's in trouble. He's just gonna leap forward on Tomato. He has the enrage. Just gonna chew right through that tree, take him down. That's 2 deaths in a row for this Nature's Prophet now. He does have TP, obviously, since it is a Nature's Prophet, but Han to the bottom lane. They're trying to get on top of KXY, and they will just take him down on this Phoenix. A little bit of a trade.
Stinger being brought down. I mean, he's not worth much. He's playing the position 5 Enigma, but the Invoker worth quite a bit more, sitting at level 8 here. So ends up being at almost 500 XP going their way and 150 gold.
I'm not sure if you saw Whisper and Schofield just clear 2 giant stacks in the jungle, but
I did not.
yeah, I don't know who those stacks were for, or if it's actually just been Schofield stacking them, the enemy jungle, to take them. But yeah, he just cleared like a penta stack on this camp.
Penta stack, I like it.
He's got the 3 points in Pit of Malice. Now, I really like Pit of Malice. Ooh, bottom lane, Ursa goes down. 4-man rotation, big commitment for that, but definitely worth it. It's Phoenix that gets the kill, gets herself 330 gold. They should be able to take the tower down here pretty easily as well, thanks to the Nature's Prophet. And top lane, Whisper, you don't really have a lot of tower killing potential, so you do need the Enigma to help. KJ, he's trying to do what he can here, but there is no way out. Pit of Malice is going to prevent him from skewering away, and it's just going to go the way of Stinger here.
Yeah, Stinger, he hasn't had too much of an impact so far this game, but again, when you're playing this Pause 5 Enigma, it's really limited what you're able to do when, you end up going Malefice, Demonic Conversion, which is a farming ability, but you don't really want to take farm from your teammates. He'll have a better impact once he gets his Black Hole. I mean, it's basically a free kill once every 2-3 minutes.
Dust comes out on KXY. He's kind of just debating on turning on Thelicore. He doesn't have the mana quite yet. If you hit him with that Cold Snap, there's going to be this Urn as well, but there you go. He will go ahead and dive away. He's going to be fine. Just waiting it out.
What's he building right now? He's just got a Void Stone queued up on Thelicore.
I'm not sure yet. He's too busy watching Stinger die once again in the top lane. Thelicore, Voidstone. I mean, you could go Meteor Hammer with Voidstone, right?
Oh,
Still
yeah,
an option.
Meteor Hammer or Yules, probably.
Yeah.
He's, against the Ursa, just he enrages, he Yules him up. Falls back on the ground again. He'll decide later. I imagine that's why he doesn't have any particular item queued up. Costa Bile has the Possessed Mask and the Blade Mail, so lifesteal and a little bit of agility topping him up. The Blade.
All right, mid lane, he's going to drop right into that root. The Atos is there. He's going to get caught again by that Pit of Malice, 40R. He's going to be able to survive, though, an RP on the backside, plus the egg will make quick work of that Shadow Demon. Now, the question is, can they get Whisper surrounded by all 5 heroes? He is left alone to die. Does get a lot of damage with the Fire Spirit. He's going to grab him. Now Invoker, good Ice Wall to slow these guys down. Enigma, he's still doesn't have Black Hole. Never mind. He's just coming over for moral support. He's going to cancel Costa Bile's TP. Oh, that's annoying.
A lot of mana now, so you'll just go right back to the jungle regardless. You might send yourself out some clonies, but you have Empower to work with. You have Blade Mail. You have the double ring of regen, the Possessed Mask. You'll heal back up inside the jungle.
Oh yeah, I mean he's just gonna ferry himself like Mango South and just take Ancient stacks. You also have Empower. If Spectre didn't farm Ancients fast enough with Blade Mail and stuff.
Well, like a triple stack that he's doing at nearly no HP at only level 10 on Spectre.
Yeah.
This hero is absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, you think he can do this one without a care in the world. He'll finally pop his Fairy Fire, I feel. That's why he swapped it in.
Oh, no. You just wanted the damage.
Come on, please pop it, Costa Bile. I'm begging you. You're dying over here. Speaking of dying, Thelicore.
Yeah, caught out. No egg, no dive. Easy pick off. I mean, these three heroes have so many ways of locking down this Phoenix, right? You have the Atos, the Pit of Malice, KXY. He's got, you know, tons of tools on the Invoker, and then you have even Shadow Demons, Disruption. Now, does the Purge cancel the dive is my question. I don't think it does, right?
No, it does not. That is non-dispellable.
Should have covered it.
The debuff is dispellable, but the dive
is not. It's not like a Force Staff.
Yeah, exactly. It is like movement, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Mid lane, you are set up here on the side of Team Brazil. I mean, they're ready to go.
You're hesitant about fighting too far into them. I mean, you have Black Hole available here on stage.
I mean, I don't know how you can come this far forward. It's just an easy kill for them. You have so many roots.
But Stinger's positioning in that last team fight forced all three of these heroes back because they don't want to get locked in by this black hole, right?
Yeah, look how big did you see how big the barrier is that comes out onto Underlord from the Hood of Defiance? No. It's actually hilarious. I didn't realize how large that barrier was.
They changed how it looks, didn't they?
Yeah, they definitely did. It's like much more noticeable.
Borealis now.
Yeah.
We saw it in the base last game.
Ooh, Enigma caught out. Just drops a black hole, but there's an egg and no follow-up. The hunt, and they're going to be able to choke onto this Shadow Demon as well. That's the Orchid reveal here. But the backside, what they really want is the Invoker, but he's ghost walked out. He's going to be fine. It's kind of just space made here is Tomato has a Battle Fear, and he's just casually farming the bottom side of the map right now.
He's going to... It's difficult to outfarm the Spectre, who's got... oh, God. EMP, Cold Snap comes out. KJ, you've lost all
King RD comes in, gets the Orchid onto the Invoker. He's super dead. Now Whisper in trouble as well, but finally Tomato, he's rotating on over, trying to find a big target, and they're looking for King RD. Just a few autos is all that's necessary. Now Schofield, ooh, you got to stop this Void Spirit with this DD. Your Demonic Purge is going to be necessary. He does scout him now, but now Void Spirit realizes he's like, okay, maybe I need it back here. Oh, they found Phoenix.
He has died, but he's not managing to get off inside that pit. That brought up Atos as well, and the Underlord doesn't even give him a chance to move, and they turn their eyes towards Roshan. Whisper, he'd be able to tank this up while Tomato takes it. I mean, this guy's big. Yasha, Power Treads. He's got to 4 points into both Fury Swipes and Overpower as well. Might as well.
Yeah, no reason not to.
I think they're just trying to make a little bit of space for the team here in Invoker, KXY, putting the pressure here on Coast to Delay, burning through all of his mana.
Not to mention Shadow Demon is like keeping King RD and 4DR busy right now in the top lane, and they don't even get him at the end of the day. Like, he just walks out. He's fine.
Beast Coast, you know, again, surprisingly coordinated for a team with two stand-ins. Tomato's been doing an excellent job. And Faker as well. Whisper, he just goes back to doing Underlord things. He got the chip vest at some point, which I didn't notice. How do you feel about this item?
It's really good.
All right.
It's just genuinely pretty good. I mean, it's a baby blade mail. Like, that damage doesn't really add up a ton, so it is more situational. It's not like you take it every time. Like, sometimes you're like, all right, I guess it's not bad. But 3.5 HP regen is pretty sick. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah. If you can find that on Spectre, I imagine it would go a very long way.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, Spectre is pretty happy with the Possessed Mask as well.
Yeah, 7 agility, 7% lifesteal. Ursa would like Possessed Mask too. I saw it one game. You can take Roshan pretty easily with it.
Yeah. But they're pretty chilling right now. Not really worried. I love the Fairies Trinket on KXY's Invoker here. That's already done some serious work this game. I honestly really do like a lot of the new jungle items. They removed a few of them. Like Woodland Striders, I believe, was removed from the game at tier 5, which is kind of necessary. That item was dumb. Shadow Demon goes down. They do see the Orchid come out, so they know King RD's on the high ground, but a great Sprout there holding him in place. And now KXY dusted up a nice egg. KJ, RP to follow, baby. This is going to be a great fight for Brazil, but Tomato, he got the enrage off, and KXY still survives all the damage. The roots, the ice wall. They're going to be able to finally bring down the Invoker, but it costs you 3 and now 40R. He's got no mana to go, and Tomato on this Ursa gets a triple kill.
I think that that skewer cost them the entire fight. I'm going to be honest, they didn't need to drag him close to that Phoenix egg. It would have been great if they didn't get the rage off on the Ursa, but they did.
Yeah,
that cost them everything there.
I think they were just like, hey, bring him to the team, get the egg off right away, and no big deal. But yeah, I think they just didn't anticipate the enrage. You're right. He just has that status resist, immediately pops overpower and takes down that egg.
Yeah, the Sanjin Yash as well, giving him even more status resistance. So the RP barely lasting any time at all, and thanks to that overpower, I think the worst thing he could have done was drag him to the egg there. KJ and his team is not going to be happy with him.
Yeah. They do manage to find a Philosopher's Stone for the Shadow Demon. He's super happy about that, and he's closing in on his Aether Lens. Bottom lane 40R is here, going to go and find Whisper on the Underlord, but this guy, I mean, he's the tanky one. He's got the pipe. They do silence him, a nice defensive disruption, able to dodge out that soul burn damage, and as a result, they turn it around. Nature's Prophet's dead. The Black Hole even committed. Why not? Tomato's just running him down. This guy's 9-1-2. KXY is looking for Thelacore. He gets him the Cold Snap, the Spirit Vessel. He does pop that Eul to try and give himself some space. But he's going to take a lot of harassment from those just those two spells.
Oh my god, this Alacrity making this so much faster for the Ursa to bring down this tower. And there it goes. Tier 2 taken, and that'll open up those shrines now before 20-minute mark. So I imagine we'll start making a beeline over to there.
Basher completed on the Ursa. Yeah, I'd like to see them rotate up top. It looks like KXY is going to do that right now. They need to get control of that outpost before Brazil can defend it. There's no real reason to not. I mean, they still have the Aegis on Ursa. He's by far the strongest hero in the game, and we've seen, they cannot kill this Underlord either. I mean, they commit heavily bottom lane on him, but the defensive disruptions keep him alive. He's got this pipe. Imclaw drop there. Might go over to Ursa. What else is he has the Quicksilver amulet. Okay, maybe not. In the mid lane, he just the first hit bash onto the Magnus. He can't get the skewer.
I'm not sure what they can do to defend from this now. Schofield, he's actually not going to get the outpost in time. He's just kind of walking back.
Thelacore into the Sunstrike. Oh my gosh, they got him. So this Quicksilver amulet is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is. What is it? Another 25 attack speed, 10 movement speed. When your abilities are on cooldown, the attack animation speed goes a long way as well. It just looks really good.
Yeah, enraged in the mid lane. He's gonna be able to come on out. Tomato just toying with them. The Aegis perfectly timed and Haunt to cancel the regen, but I guess they're afraid to go back in. No, they're gonna follow up onto Stinger, but there's Whisper. He wants to just Atos that Magus so he can't get the skewer. Oh my gosh. They managed to pick off the Shadow Demon. Nice find there on 40R, but mid lane KXY, you're underneath an Invis Rune. This is exactly what we saw yesterday. They just TP back to the mid lane. They're ready to fight. They've caught Magnus. He's going to go down. King RD. TP canceled by the Atos. A Sunstrike as well, and 2 more kills. Whisper. Oh my god, what the plays from the Underlord.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about how buffed he was, but I'd say that the buffs haven't really come into play in this game. He's done an excellent job here with his Pit of Malice and his Atos, keeping heroes locked down, and Tomato's able to run a train on them if he's managed to get close to them.
Yeah, and the main thing is just the Firestorm additional waves and the Firestorm cooldown by 15. Basically what this gives you is just so much damage in fights if you can play inside the Firestorm.
His talents are going a long way.
Schofield died a second time mid lane. Stinger, he's going to look for him. He doesn't have Black Hole for another 10 seconds, but guess what? KXY is here. This kill, it's not worth it. 40R on the backside. They lose KJ again to Tomato on this Ursa.
I mean, it's difficult for them to break high ground right now. They have a Magnus, they have a Phoenix. Spectre has the Manta style on the blade mill, almost with a diffusal blade done. They don't have anybody who can kind of sit in front and hit the towers just yet, right?
Yeah.
Ursa will get kind of heavily punished for that, especially once the Blink Dagger is done on Magnus here. But I think the net worth lead is just going to increase and increase for BTS. They'll probably wait for the next Roshan. They'll take the Aegis and the Cheese. Maybe wait for the tier 3 neutral item, keeping Brazil locked in the base. and they'll be so out farmed. There's going to be nothing they can do, regardless of not being able to break the high ground just yet.
Yeah, you just finished Abyssal here on the Ursa, though, and it's one of those things where, oh, he just goes up onto the high ground and claps him. Did he have vision there? Oh, he did. This deep ward, not one that you see all that often, barely sees that Magnus walk on up.
Yeah, and that's thanks to the trees that they cut down around there. That's the reason they can plant that ward. They've got some up over here, but I imagine they'll de-ward them with staying once they fly them out.
40R hiding on his remnant, just kind of hoping the Ursa won't go for him. Carney gets the TP out. He's going to be fine, but mid lane, Spectre going to take a lot of harassment damage here. Might be forced to Manta. Yeah, she will. They just commit the black hole. You're kidding me. They have the damage. Potentially gets rooted again. Ursa drops in, but it doesn't matter. He gets the A. Can the RP protect it? It will this time, and it stuns down the whole side of Beast Coast. That's Sunray doing some serious work, and Whisper trapped on the high ground. They will be able to just lay into them. Tomato with an ultra kill. The Ursa just too damn strong, it seems, at this point in the game. The demonic perch comes out. Give him the rampage. He's got it. Tomato Ursa, the icing on the cake here for him this game.
And Team Brazil, it feels like there's nothing they're able to do. This is an elimination match. They lose this, they're out of the tournament. They're not willing to call this one just yet, despite losing every hero. Tier 3, there's no doubt this one goes down. Rack's probably going to lose this one as well. Their heroes, they're not being seen grace right now is the fact that they're such low level they'll be able to respawn and take another fight, or they can get another set of racks here. But my god, this game is difficult. When you fight underneath both the Phoenix Egg and the RP and you get them both off and you can't win the team fight, I mean, it goes
looks
a long
pretty
way.
hopeless. Yeah, they do catch Ursa here, but I don't know if they're going to have the damage. He's going to have the Enrage in a moment. Oh my goodness, the damage from the Shadow Demon there is Thelocor. Super low. If he can get the shockwave off, not gonna be able to make it, but he's gonna be forced to chew through these trees. A lot of damage coming back out from the Phoenix. Tomato, he doesn't have much left. They need to be able to close the gap and finish him off. In comes 40R. He's gonna be able to get the Ursa. The disruption. Can they save him? It's gonna be big. He gets force-staffed out. The Ursa, the Tornado KJ. He's on the run. The shockwave doesn't come out, but King RD, he's not gonna be in a good spot. He's gonna get taken down. You're gonna survive. You're absolutely kidding me. Oh my goodness. And now 40R. The chase was not worth it. Tomato Ursa survives. They call the GG. This one is over.
Mental in shambles here on Team Brazil. I mean, not being able to take down that Ursa if losing wasn't bad enough. My god, did they just get styled on in the end there. Amazing series out of Beast Coast, taking this in a very convincing 2-0.
Yeah, that was a pretty incredible game from them. Tomato Ursa just popping off here. And this is kind of one of the first times we've seen this hero in the patch, right? We weren't really sure how the Enrage or the Shockwave changes were going to look, but I mean, oh my gosh, 850 GPM, almost 22,000 net worth on this hero, just destroying everyone he came in contact with on Team Brazil.
Yeah, amazing game out of Beast Coast. Amazing game out of Tomato. Again, I was joking around about this. Hector, he's got to be sweating when he watches this kind of gameplay. The man a little bit worried about getting replaced.
Dude, I mean, Beast Coast looking really good, keeping their tournament lives on the line. They did get 2-0'd by Sad Boys, but, you know, they're keeping it alive. They move on to the third round of the lower bracket as they eliminate Team Brazil from the tournament. So, you know, unfortunate for Team Brazil. Thank you guys, and congratulations for making it as far as you did. But we've got another series here today, Neph. Are you excited? You know who it is?
Absolutely. This is the one, is it not? Is this the... Oh, no, this is not the one.
No, it's not the one. It's not the Boomers and Zoomers. That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. We got Thunder Predator versus 5-Man Midas. So, these beasts of South America up against the open qualifier team from NA. Oh, Ricky, I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
Can these absolute beasts of Dota players, can they take out the open qualifier team here? Leo Style looking very good lately, but I'm surprised they got knocked into the lower bracket.
Yeah, I mean, they struggled in their series against the Zoomers, but 5-Man Midas also looked really good yesterday against Arkosh. I mean, definitely putting them in their place, just 2-0ing them out of the tournament very quickly. And it's going to be a really exciting final series here today. And then, you know, we go back to tomorrow. The 4 Zoomers versus 4 Boomers. The final, another lower bracket elimination game. These teams, they're falling. There can only be one winner at the end, but it should be a lot of fun. That being said, any final thoughts about that game, that series that we just watched?
Got impressive gameplay at a Beast Coast. They're playing so well together with the stand-ins. I mean, it barely feels like they have stand-ins. Again, they played to such a similar style. The only thing I kind of noticed that's different is Chris Luck has very specific heroes that he plays, and KXY, his hero pool seems to be a little bit more diverse.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is interesting. Tomato, he doesn't play as greedy cores, but he's been playing the strength heroes that Hector seems to favor quite well. So fitting in, being a very good replacement. I know everybody's spamming inside the chat asking if Beast Coast is having stand-ins today. Well, I would say it doesn't really matter. They're performing absolutely amazing.
Yeah, they really are.
Players.
All right. Well, that being said, we're going to be going to a short break and into our second and final series here of the day. As we mentioned, it's going to be Thunder Predator versus 5-Man Midas. So stay tuned, everyone. We'll see you in a moment.